All right, we're going to kick off tonight's meeting. Thanks again for everybody attending tonight. As far as roll call, we have all three board members present, as well as Adina filling in for Alyssa on the clerk treasurer's office. We are on our side doing things a little bit differently than we've done before. So Alyssa's put the agenda together and uploaded documents onto the website previously. Also, we will be passing around for future meetings a sign-in sheet. So if everybody could sign in. And then just whoever's at the back, if you just want to hold that in case someone comes in late, you can hand it to them and ask them to sign in. That's either you, John, or you, Richard. So
I think Russell's coming.
okay.
We make him sit behind.
Yeah. So whoever, if somebody comes in late, you can just hand it off to them and ask them to sign. We'll collect it at the end of the night. All right. Again, thanks everybody for coming in tonight. We will kick off with the meeting minutes from the last meeting. Has all the board members had a chance to review the meeting minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the meeting minutes of last month.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting minutes from last month have been approved. We will kick right off with town department reports. Josh, you want to go ahead?
This is from August 1st through the 25th. 11 calls for service, 10 warnings, 3 citations, 9 title checks, assisted Decatur County Sheriff's Department 3 times, 2 golf cart permits at 75 and a half hours, and that is it.
All right, moving on. The fire department. I don't think we have anyone here from the fire department, but they did submit a report. They had 5 runs. They have 18 members. They had 50 hours of training combined. All right, and then we'll move to the gym and civic center. Richard?
The gym had 6 rentals in that time period, 1st through the 25th. And the civic center had 1 rental. Just an FYI, the gym had another 3 rentals the last week of August. So 9 rentals for August is really good. Been nice weather. And the third thing that I wanted to get to is I had a call from, it was in the report as well, from Mike Snyder with the Decatur County Emergency Management. And they're looking for places to serve as disaster or related sort of places for people to stay. And advised him that he would need to approach the board with that. And he's meeting me this Thursday and we're going to review this location. He originally wanted the gym, but this, in my opinion, this is a better location for disaster and relief sort of situation. And because it has air conditioning, it has accessible restroom, and accessible gym. So he can, I'll show him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let us know if you need anything from us. All right, moving on to water sewer department. Les, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, briefly, I'll go over the main parts of the permit, or not permit, but the report. What's actually started on page 2. Good news is we didn't have any violations for the month of July. The effluent quality was within the limits of the NPDS permit. And you have the wastewater effluent quality. You have the permit limits. Monthly average for BOD is 25. You have 10.1. Weekly, maximum weekly average limits are 40. You have 16.6. Total suspended solids or TSS permit limits. Monthly average are 70. You have 53 for an average. Maximum weekly limit is 105. You have 64. Ammonia permit limits are 10.9, monthly average at a 0.748. Maximum weekly average permit limits are 16.4, and you had a 1.16. E. coli limits are 125, monthly average at 29. Maximum is 235, you had a 65. The actual monthly average flow was 0.089, and that's controlled by a valve. So, I mean, we can basically control whatever flow goes out of the lagoon by lowering or raising the valve out there. So
Okay.
basically, that's the gist of the, of course, you got water quality. On page 3, you have wastewater collection system with the checklist stations weekly. We responded to several calls due to heavy rain events. There were several locates and calls for locates. Again, plan update, the televising and cleaning contract were requested last month. I think you guys went ahead and made a decision on that. I don't think it was ever signed, I guess. So it's supposed to be signed tonight, I guess, so they can get it to Robinson's.
Yep.
Water treatment, total water pump to the distribution system was 4.492 million gallons. The pumping day was July 9th, was 0.202. Low pumping day was July the 5th, 0.160, and the average usage was 0.174. 2.2 water distribution system, there was one, supposed to be one, there was one shut off for non-payment, 3 calls to check for leaks, and again, several lines located and calls related to locates. And we hooked up a water service at the new modular on North Street. Chlorine residual, the chlorine residual at far ends of the system was 0.66 milligrams per liter. Bacteria analysis, 2 routine bacteria samples were analyzed for the month of July, and both were negative for bacteria. Preventative and scheduled maintenance, there's nothing to report for July. You have attachments A, wastewater monthly report, and B, water monthly report.
Seems like last year we had more issues with the lagoons than we're having this year. Is
Yeah.
that accurate in saying?
Yeah.
What do you think? Just because how we're putting chlorine in, or?
I will put chlorine, and the fact that we did clean the chlorine contact tank
Okay.
Earlier in the spring. That's something that we talked about doing it annually, just before chlorine season starts, which is April 1st, and it runs through October 31st. There was several feet of debris in the bottom of it, so
Oh, wow.
that led to some of the issues with VOD and suspended solids.
Okay. I saw an email from earlier this morning that I was copied on. I think you were copied on it as well. An IDEM notification of a 30-day comment period for the draft renewal of our NPDS permit. Did you see that email?
I seen that.
Okay.
I glanced at it briefly, but I didn't. But
It's
there's nothing we need to do.
nothing we need to do. Okay.
That gives the community a chance to, if they want to dispute it or anything like that.
All right. And then Robinson, I think we're signing that contract tonight for television. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Actually, there is.
Okay.
Hate to bring this up, but I had committed to replacing the hydrants for $10,000 last month.
Okay.
But there's no way we can do it for that.
Okay.
After I got to looking and got pricing, I got pricing earlier in June, and stuff went up 15%.
Okay.
And the fact that neither one of the hydrants have shut-off valves on them, so that's another thing that you probably need to do is put, gate valves or shut-off valves on the hydrants themselves.
Yep.
So I've got a revised estimate.
Okay.
But feel free to entertain anybody else's quote.
Yeah.
Just,
Can we see the revised estimate?
I solicited a quote or pricing for the material from 2 different vendors. One was utility pipe cells, and the other one was utility supply. And utility pipe cells, they sell Kennedy hydrants and Kennedy valves, and they were the cheapest of the 2 as far as material.
Okay.
One of them was 8,234, or actually, those two, just the hydrants and the valves. And the other one was 8,953 for just the valves and the hydrants.
What kind of hydrants do we have throughout town now?
They vary.
Okay. We don't have a standard.
And
Should
that's one of the things-
standardize?
Well, it's best to, because, you only have to keep a certain amount of, like flanges and things in stock, like breakaway flanges for one particular
Yeah.
hydrant. I think you're pretty dominant as far as Mueller. Mueller is pretty dominant in town. There's more of them than Kennedy's.
Okay.
So you're talking about a $600 difference in price between Kennedy and Mueller.
What about as far as the fire department is concerned? I'm assuming it's the same connection on,
This is only a three-way, when you replace it with a three-way hydrant.
okay,
And, you're coming approximately has that, one pumper in the middle and two just, inch and a half on the outside.
okay.
It's a better water supply, with the pumper nozzle. And I know Jeff Minders had given me a verbal price of what he would charge, and $3,000 per hydrant is what he would charge with the town buying the material.
Okay.
So his cost would be $6,000 for the labor and,
Got it. So 2 versus 6.
yeah.
Okay. Do we have Kennedy hydrants in town currently?
I have not seen any.
Okay. The other board members have an opinion. From way back in the day when I used to work at Ferguson. Well, I worked for Utility Pipe Sales
Yeah,
back when I was a
yeah.
young teenager whippersnapper. But it seemed like almost all towns tried to standardize to one type of
Yeah.
hydrant for that
It's
reason.
pretty, yeah.
So if you say a Mueller, $600 more
For two, that'll be $300
each.
each hydrant, $600 total. Yeah, it was, basically it was for a Mueller, it's 3,440. For a Kennedy, it's 3,100. So $300 each
Yeah.
hydrant, so it'd be $600 additional for Mueller.
And
And
you
I
think,
noticed the newest hydrants you have in town are Mueller.
okay,
The ones that were put in when they done the water project
Yep.
or whatever. So that they are Mueller.
I would think that we should probably stick with Mueller, even though it's a little more cost.
Yeah.
That way we can just keep one repair kit in stock.
For everything.
Yep.
Mhm.
As far as,
And you understand about the valves to shut the
yeah,
hydrants off?
I understand that.
Yeah, because right now we're gonna have to shut. keep-
Main off.
Yeah, main off.
Yeah.
Blocks of mains to get the water shut off to where we can, change the hydrants out.
So right now, if a hydrant gets hit or broken, we gotta shut a whole
Shut
block
off
off.
the
If they
main.
install a valve, we can just shut the hydrant off to replace. So that was standard practice on all
Yeah,
new construction.
exactly,
Is that because these two are older?
yeah. They're old. They don't have a breakaway. The newer hydrants have a breakaway flange. When a car hits them or anything, it just breaks off at the top, and you can replace that flange pretty easily. They cost $300 or $400 instead of replacing the whole hydrant. Not unless they do tear up the whole hydrant, but that's very seldom happens. It just breaks away.
So the only difference would be line item 2, right? You'd still stick with the Kennedy gate valve and the Hymax coupling and the cost of the installation.
The valves were about the same. Let's see, the valves were 1,036 and 1,017.
I would say probably should just go all Mueller.
So do you have an official quote with the Mueller products or no?
No, I just
Alright.
put the cheapest, and put that together.
So it's probably an additional
$900-ish.
So it'd be $300, so 600.
He said they were about
I can
four.
do that.
He said
I
they
mean,
were
if you
about
want me to use
$400.
all-
more.
I can add it to include Mueller.
Why don't you
Email it to it.
just
$50.
tell me the revised number on the hydrants
Is that revised?
for Mueller?
The Mueller is 3440. And
The valve?
the valve is $1,036.49. And utility pipe sales is, oh, you have it already, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, you already have it.
Okay. Are we okay or approving tonight? Is anyone opposed to approving
6840.
for replacing it? The labor's not changing, I assume?
No.
Either hydrant? So
No.
the labor, the additional cost of $34.40, which is $340 per hydrant, and then another $17 or,
Yeah, I'm fine.
Mhm.
all right. Would someone,
They basically would let you know, back 3 years ago, you could get a hydrant for $2,400.
Sheesh.
It went up that much. And then if you bought, more than 5, it actually went down from there, so. That's how much the cost went up. And they just had a 15% increase at July 1st.
would someone like to make a motion to approve it, the estimate?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve Les's estimate with the addition of the Mueller hydrant valve, right?
Yeah,
And coupling.
yeah.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
There's we'll give this to Adina, then you guys just have a record and just, so you're approved to do it if you need a
Okay.
copy of the signed
No,
estimate.
I don't, no.
Okay, she'll have it in the office. Okay. Anything else?
Very much, no, that's pretty much it.
All right. We're all aligned with what we promised IDEM on what we're doing.
We're
Perfect,
speed with them as of right now.
perfect. Thank you.
I think, seeing the email, they want us to investigate, but of course, we told them that, well, prior to adding air to the lagoons, we were gonna see how this worked out, and as of right now, it's doing what we thought it would be doing. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's
Very good.
good news.
All right.
The only thing that we owe them for October would be whether we were going to pursue wastewater treatment plant.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I think the regionalization, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, regionalization.
I did talk to,
Extra pages. Okay.
the regional group on that. And that is still out. The verdict is still out there. And I don't know that we're going to get a quick answer on that anytime soon. I really think that's probably a 6 to 12 month timeline if we're going to make any progress there or not. So I don't think anybody's moving fast there. We have to find some pretty significant grant money. So I think our current options are to try and invest in our current system without blowing our budget completely. And then we'll still follow the path.
Yeah.
So even today, we wouldn't be able to contribute that much to regionalization. It'd have to be grant money that paid for the majority of it. Okay. Anything else on water sewer?
No.
All right.
no, thank you.
Adina, clerk treasurer's reports.
I've submitted to you the payroll reports, the budget reports.
Yep.
The appropriate adjustments that we made every month. And also, I've had utility supply coming around and they've been going around and testing the meters and stuff. About the antenna, I don't know, it seems to be an issue probably with the antenna on the tower.
How many was there last month?
63 last
Yeah,
year,
63.
and it's 72 this month. It didn't help, it didn't help sometimes, so he's thinking there's probably a problem with the antenna on the tower. it's not on top of the tower, it's on the side of the tower. And I don't know with the trees possibly causing issues with blockage and stuff, but I haven't actually talked to him to see for sure what he thinks we can do, because I haven't told him about the 72 yet. So he was going around and checking to see if the wires were either cut or in water, and it seems like the water is like in the pits and stuff, and if it gets under the water, it doesn't want to read. So I had to go around and read 72 of them. And I have one every month that somebody's got it covered, and I can't get a reading, so I've been estimating them each month.
Somebody's got it covered.
Are you okay with me writing a letter to them, telling them to uncover it?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Are they,
Yeah,
It's covered with like junk, didn't you say it was? On the
oh, is this in the alley?
It's right over here.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last month.
It's in the driveway and it's got several inches of gravel on top of it. I dug it out last month, but.
Okay.
So I can read it.
104 over here, it's right
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 there.
behind us, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not,
It's still
it's not
been
reading.
redone. yeah, the antenna's not in the lid, or it's in underneath, but it's a plastic. No, I can't remember, no, it's a metal lid. They actually, the antenna's down inside the pit on top of a piece of rebar. You just got to stuck on a piece of rebar.
Yeah, there's something that's not.
That's probably why. If they, with the gravel and the fact that it's a metal lid, that's probably why it's not reading.
Okay. I don't know if I'll think there's a pile on it, I don't know.
If something's piled on it, or if somebody's covering their meter, I think just go ahead and send a letter anytime
Okay,
that happens.
all right.
Okay.
Dana, on this one,
Mhm.
water was turned on 6/16 and town was not notified.
Right.
What does that?
It,
How many more?
it was turned on, I'm assuming by the homeowner it was off for a long period of time because they were remodeling. It got turned on and then the property got sold. So there's 3 months it did not get billed because they didn't notify us to turn it on our system.
Okay, so the new owner
Yeah.
didn't turn it on. It was already like
The
that.
previous owner, and I have billed that previous owner for those 3 months.
Understood. Okay.
That's why I was adding those 3 months in there to get their final bill. Unfortunately, that's been happening. Not supposed
This is all one here, yeah,
Just stapled them up.
yeah. So she's still waiting on some documents.
to.
Like,
All right. Adina, anything else besides budget?
Just that it. The budget has been submitted to the state and we just ready for the first reading.
Okay.
That's a weird one too.
All right. So budget, I will. All right. It's 7:27, Edina. I'm gonna open the public meeting portion for the budget. So I will read down through the budget form 1 and budget form 2. So budget form 1 is the budget estimate. I will read the fund and subcategory, line item, and amount for each one of these on budget form 1. Fund is the general for salaries and wages for the town council, published as 6,180. General salaries and wages for the clerk treasurer, 13,650. Fund general salary and wages for town marshal, 21,692. Fund general salaries and wages, that's actually a 0, so I won't include that. Fund general salaries and wages others in the amount of 10,000. Fund general employee benefits, this is FICA, $3,250. Fund general employee benefits, perf, $4,250. Fund general office supplies in the amount of 500. Fund general office supplies, office machines and equipment for 5,000. Fund general operating supplies, natural gas in the amount of 12,000. Fund general repair and maintenance supplies, maintenance 500. Fund general other supplies, marshal operating in the amount of 3,000. Fund general professional services, accounting consult 10,000. Fund general professional services, legal services in the amount of 10,000. Fund general professional services, printing 1,000. Fund general professional services, electric for town hall 14,000. Fund general communication and transportation, postage in the amount of 500. Fund general communication and transportation, telephone and internet 6,000. Fund general printing and advertising, legal advertising $750. Fund general insurance in the amount of 37,700. Fund general utility services, water and sewage 2,500. Fund general repairs and maintenance, general repairs 750. Fund general other service and charges, police department training 500. Fund general other services and charges, dues and subscriptions 2,500. Fund general other services and charges, police department dues and subscriptions 1,000. Fund general other services and charges, surety bonds 500. Fund general machinery, equipment and vehicles, equipment in the amount of 5,000. And then fund, oh, that's a 0 balance. That's budget form 1. Budget form 2. This is estimate of miscellaneous revenue. Casino riverboat distribution 3,000. Cigarette tax distribution 441. Financial institution tax distribution 145. Vehicle aircraft excise tax distribution 8,449. Commercial vehicle excise tax distribution 516. ABC gallonage tax distribution 2,269. Local income tax certified shares 52,906. Other licenses and permits 850. Garbage, trash collection, and landfill charges 15,000. Earnings on investments and deposits 2,500. And then other receipts 1,000 for a total of $87,076. Those are all the amounts on the initial budget. There will be other hearings regarding this. The actual adoption of the budget will occur at next month's meeting, Tuesday, October 7th. I will open it up for public comment. The time is 7:31. Public comment on the budget. So we're gonna leave a minute of awkward silence here and then I'll close it.
Do you have any paving included in?
I believe that is the case. Edina, I think some of the,
The motor vehicle highway is not a tax rate, so it does not get taxed. It's not a tax rate through our budgeting system. It's a tax that comes through the state. So they give us what we're supposed to have, and then we make a budget from that. What he just read off is anything in the town general. Anything is a tax rate that is going to be taxed on your property taxes.
but I believe we will have money in road and streets. I think we actually have it in this year, if we were able to use it this year. So if we are successful in using it this year, we'll use it. If not, we'll carry it over to next year. Any other questions? All right. It is 7:33. I will close it to public comment. All right, next on the agenda. We did get an email. We'll skip to old business first. So Jody, do you want to go ahead? We have Jody here.
This is regards to your planning grant award. And here's, I just wanted to pass it out. This is old, this is from June. It was the award letter, but I just thought I would reiterate some of those dates on there that are important. It's actually on the second page. So what I'll do is, those dates are important once you get a contract signed. Okay, that's correct. Okay. You'll have a contract with HWC, and then they will start their planning process, and the first milestone will not be until March, and that's when the plan's all put together. We put a draft copy in, it goes to the state, they review it, make any suggestions. If any changes need to be made, then we have that next milestone to make those changes and submit the final draft. So I just thought I'd go ahead and give that to you. I told her, and we had some trouble signing the grant agreement, but that was amazing. But anyway, what I do have tonight though, Craig's back here too, but at HWC, but I have a contract for services, and that's just to do the administration of the plan.
Yep.
And process the claims with the state, keep ledgers and do all the other reporting and so forth that
Yep.
that come with it. So anyway, it's out of local funds, and it's part of your local match. Your local match, I think, was more like $5,100, and then that difference goes to the contractor. So I only have 2 copies, one for you, one for me, but I
That's
think
fine.
if you need to go ahead and make a motion on that.
Yep. All right. Would someone like to make a motion to approve the contract for services from SERPC?
Yeah, I'd like to see it for a second.
Yeah.
And those funds were allocated over, it was in a resolution when the grant went into it. There's no additional.
Let's see. I'll let you read through it.
Is there anywhere that would be good for you to highlight for us?
For highlight?
Yeah.
Basically, I know.
Because it's a lot to
okay,
read.
It's
but
all you have
if
to
can
read. It is a lot
highlight
to
some
read,
stuff.
but that's the cost. We refer to the grant in there. I'm sorry. Did you miss it too? So I'm moving over here. Sorry, guys. I should have more than one.
okay.
Basically, it kind of goes through our services and how we get paid. I don't know if there's anything to just basically our services to do grant administration. It's a lot of
Legal jargon.
yes, it is. I'm trying to see where the section's at, and then that's all. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit more preparation of the applications, which we already did that. So this is basically the
Yeah.
details of what we're going to do for the administration of the project, abiding by State Board of Accounts. That's ultimately what we want to get through OCA's requirements, and then we want to get through State Board of Accounts requirements. So it doesn't give details. It's just basically abiding by the rules that come with that grant. So that's kind of why we just highlight that. Yeah, I should know this by heart. I'm looking at it one. And then that's just, OCA requires that we put that on. That's just because it's a federal project. So yeah, I don't know if there's any details of it. It's of abiding by that program, which
It's all your legal terms.
it is, yeah, I know. Maybe we should make it different. Yeah, we do proposals when things have to be procured, and that does give more detail. I guess at this point, we always just have more legal. I mean, that's a good, nice suggestion that you say that, maybe, or not suggestion, but it was a good question. that maybe we could, yeah, make it more, like, take some of that stuff in the proposal, put it in there, whether it applies to your project or not. It kind of covers the whole basis of grant administration, so.
All right, well, I'll make a motion to approve the contract service for Serpsey.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Where do I get a sign on this thing?
The yellow tab. And then I have it.
And that one's
Oh, and there's two places for, there's an attest, so whoever want, if you want to go ahead and just attest. But I'll have it signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did not. No, he didn't.
You did not, okay,
No,
we can have.
I've just signed it.
Yeah, then I'll take that one and you can have them. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for all your help.
Oh, you're welcome. Now I. I don't know what the next, when you guys have meetings or you're probably not running. Not really, okay. Okay. So it's okay. So once this contract's executed, when you do, I don't know if you're gonna bring that up next or if you want Craig to present it, but once you execute this contract, then they can get started. So they'll probably reach out to you guys before your next meeting.
Yep.
To get committees, together. I don't know if you guys have thought about that at all, having some.
I think we thought about it very early on when we were discussing this, but it's
Not
we've not
since, probably,
since.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, they're,
Okay.
They know how. Yeah,
Got it.
they'll be the the next slide protocol, so.
Got it.
Go through, so, okay.
so I know we signed the documents that we needed to with Okra. We
Yes.
signed it with you.
Yes,
What about with HWC?
yeah, is it here, or did they send it?
I don't know if they sent, I have
They
a full
sent it?
copy.
You haven't. Ask Haley about that. You didn't see it, send her. Was it from HWC? You just have an older copy?
Yeah, here's an
Okay.
older copy. Again, a lot of pleasure in reading. But I think it way back through is the signing page, but you can read through it. It lists. it's a
When
typical
do you
contract.
need this to get started?
Whenever you guys sign it.
If we gave it to you by next month's meeting, is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you send a digital copy of this? Just make sure
Absolutely.
we have a copy of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
I thought they had. I apologize.
we may have, and maybe I have it or maybe somebody has it.
Well, I
Just-
think we originally had one, so we had to submit one in the application.
Yeah,
So there was
that's what
probably
that
one
one is.
floating around a long time ago,
Okay.
but this.
Yeah, I think that's
we
dated
get
like
it
April.
digital.
So
Okay.
that's probably when we interviewed and all that. So,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you don't mind just sending an updated digital copy.
Okay.
I will lose this printed copy unless one of you two wants it.
Why don't you, yeah.
Yeah.
You're-
We'll keep it here.
I keep everything in one spot.
I'm used to bringing a file with my agendas and now.
Yeah.
Thank you very
That's
much.
perfect, yeah.
Okay. One other thing that we have is we have the Robinson pipe cleaning contract. So we'll sign off on that. I know we approved it last month's meeting. All hearts clear on signing off on that?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off on it. I know we approved it. Thank you.
Right, good.
Hey,
Thank you.
I might have one more question for you. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
There's one other thing. I don't know if you'll have any. All right. We got an email from, maybe you have thoughts on this or not. I'm going to bring it up. There was an email that I know, Tim, you were copied on from Jill Curry.
Mhm.
And she wanted us to bring up community crossings.
Oh, okay.
And so as we announced this fall, CFAQ call for projects for the state year 2026 will begin October 1st. And the deadline for submitting is October 31st. It looks like they're wanting to schedule a meeting. I don't know if I have no idea if you guys would be involved in this or not
We're
involved.
Actually not.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, we don't, and usually it's just engineering heavy, so
Okay.
they do it all.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
They do, yeah, so they'll do
Okay.
all that under their contract for that. Yeah,
Perfect.
or whatever,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. You're good.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. I just wanted to ask you before you left on that.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I saw that email and she was like, you guys want to talk
Thank you.
about
Thank
it?
you guys.
I'm like,
Have a good evening.
I don't know what there's to talk about. Let's just go
Yeah.
for it.
So there is she sent a document that kind of gives an overview. And so this is the 2026 Community Crossing Matching Grant Program. Launched in 2016, the program provides funding to cities, towns, counties across Indiana to make improvements to local roads and bridges. It's a partnership between NDOT and Hoosier communities, both urban and rural, to invest in infrastructure projects. Projects are eligible for funding through community crossings to include road and bridge preservation projects with ADA compliance and connection with these projects. Material costs for chip sealing, crack filling operations are also eligible for funding. Crossing is open to all local government units in the state of Indiana. Match percentages are cities and towns with a population of less than 10,000 people will receive funds using an 80-20 match. So obviously that applies to us. It goes on to tell what larger towns would receive. So a potential 80-20 match that we could take advantage of. That being said, I know we talked and there's money in this year's budget. This is for next year. So we likely would just carry this over into next year and actually do the projects then. We're late in the year already.
Mhm.
But if we want to apply for grants, we would probably need to kick off here, just send them a note back that, hey, we want to schedule some time to go through this. It looks like we have about 2 months to come up with a plan. I think they would probably come down, meet with representatives of the town and identify areas of particular interest or priority. Are we interested in doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. So it's pretty beneficial to us. We put 20%, they put 80%. So I will send Jill an email back and let her know that we're interested in meeting. She says Travis Curry from their team will probably want to meet with whoever wants to take the lead on identifying paving project. Anyone want to volunteer to meet with Travis?
So it's on identifying what project?
Yeah, I'm assuming probably driving through town and identifying which streets are priority would be my guess. I know I can probably do it if no one else is available, but I do have a pretty significant period in October that I'm going to be gone.
I do too.
Would you be available, Kim?
Could we, I could, work it out, but I feel like I'm not very great on knowing which of those roads would be.
He probably
I'm
will
like directionally
advise.
challenged, and so,
Yeah.
I
I think he probably just wants to meet with someone.
When does he want to do that? Because we're supposed to meet on the televised sometime in the near future.
Okay.
So maybe we can do it the same
combine some
day. Yeah,
efforts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Do it the same
willing
day.
Yeah, if
to,
he's already down, then yeah.
yeah, we can handle that part of it.
Okay.
Because he's gonna be going around looking anyway, so we can just do
Yeah.
both of them at the same time.
Okay.
Because
Are you good to-
Lori called me about it, said that he wanted to come and look at some of the televising.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can just coordinate.
Yeah.
I think they're probably going to tell us. I look at a road and it looks like a road to me. I don't know. I can tell if there's a pothole in it. There's
Yeah.
probably some obvious areas that we want to fix.
Well,
But-
Josh might have some input on it. He travels the roads a lot. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of travel my same roads every once in a while.
yeah,
Take a
First
drive.
I would
Street.
say I don't have a problem meeting.
First
up with
Street
you
for
guys.
sure.
They said paving, so I'm not sure if that'll apply to.
Yeah, First Street.
Yeah.
First
It is, I think it's for any roads and streets. So First Street for sure.
By far the worst.
Yeah.
I know there's one street that
so, yeah, we can
over-
set that up then.
By your sister's house?
Yes,
Yeah.
by my sister's house. It's like
It is. Right
built,
by her
built-in
house.
rumble strip. You
Yes,
will
it
not
is.
drive fast there.
No, you won't.
Those are actually spring river tops.
Really?
That were never taken out from under. Still in our ordinance.
Okay.
That's
Interesting.
crazy.
All right. Well, if you don't mind,
No, I don't mind.
just
We don't-
coordinate and then just let Kim know
Yeah.
when, and then Kim, if you can,
I
Make
can
it
ride along.
Yeah.
Right along.
Okay.
that'd be awesome.
All right.
Yeah, if we can set it a couple weeks out, that'll help me schedule
Yeah,
wise
okay.
for my
So-
date gigs.
I'll just respond via email. I'll make sure I copy you on the email and Les and
Copy.
let them know that, I'll copy everyone and let them know that you're gonna try and take the lead on it and coordinate for when Travis is already down here.
Sounds good.
All right. I think that is all that I have on the agenda for tonight. Anything else from anyone?
I don't have anything.
All right. Anything from the public?
I have something I was going to mention to Jim. It wasn't on the report. We probably need to do that this month, establishing October 31st as the Halloween event. I
Okay.
didn't talk to Josh about it, but if we don't do it before October 1st, people will get, say, when is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and October 31st is on a Friday this year, so I mean, it becomes easy.
Pretty perfect, yeah.
5 to 8, I think is what Josh.
Yeah.
And then we do the event at the gym at 6 o'clock. So, anyway.
So establish town's trick or treating hours from 5 to 8 on Friday, October 31st. And the event at the gym will start from 6 and run for an hour.
Half an hour.
Okay. About half an hour.
That's it.
Work for you, Josh?
Yep.
Work for everybody here?
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good.
Again at 6, we said.
Will you post that anywhere or publish it or what have we done that?
I'll put it on Facebook.
Okay.
Probably on the Kiwanis and probably on the two big sites here in town. I'll just put that.
Perfect. Thank you.
I can say the town approved.
Yeah.
Town voted.
All right. I will end by noting, just a reminder, all these documents are now on the website prior to the meeting. And then the budget will also be uploaded on there if it's not already.
Before you close up, I want to put 608 Harris on the derelict property list.
608 Harrison.
Yes.
Okay. Is that, well, that's just down for me. Is that the
Yeah,
one?
it's not
Okay.
far from it.
The modular that's been abandoned for,
Okay. I had heard that it was under new ownership or something with a
Well,
tax sale or something or,
It's a tax sale and they should reveal who owns it next week.
okay. All right. I'm very much in favor of that. So I guess as soon as we have an address, so since a resident is bringing it up to the board, we will act upon it. So as soon as we have an address, Adina, can we send out letters on, I know there's vegetation that's
For
overgrown.
which,
608.
Harris.
608 Harris.
which, ordinance? we're on?
It'll be the vegetation. Well, we'll start there. I don't think you can see anything past the vegetation. I don't know.
And you
The
can't even see
car-
it from the street now.
an infrastructure ordinance,
We do.
We do.
like
With buildings
Well,
and.
we talked you weren't here last month. We talked about it last month and it kind of could go under both.
Yeah.
But right now, like he's saying, first we got to see what we're dealing with the vegetation in the way.
So we have the vegetation. We did pass an unsafe building.
Yeah, there.
So that would be an impaired structural condition that makes it unsafe, a fire hazard, hazard to public health, a public nuisance.
Can you say the roof
Dangerous.
caved in it?
It's got some big holes in it.
Yeah, there's holes in the roof.
Windows out of it.
I'd say it's probably safe to say the unsafe structure then if we have windows out and holes in the roof.
Yeah.
Might as well
So-
do both.
Agree. I think ordinance 2025-2, removal of unsafe buildings within the town of St. Paul, Indiana also applies. So if we can send notice regarding that ordinance as well as the vegetation, I don't recall the ordinance on vegetation off the top of my head, but I know we used it last month
To new owner, to the new owner.
to the new owner. Yeah. So it sounds like we'll have to wait a week or two until that's discovered, but if we can get it out before next month's meeting, that way if they want to dispute it, they have a chance to come to next month's meeting.
Now, then you get that name from the auditor.
Yeah.
And you just want it.
Okay.
Right? Yes, that's been abandoned for a long time, it seems. So. All right, anything else from the public? All right, someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that
All in
motion.
favor?
Aye.
All right.
So we'll